Good afternoon, MLB Pro family. My name's Scott Gessford. I'm your GM of your Sacramento A's. I'm still getting used to saying Sacramento. Here I am with one of our new GMs, Thomas. You want to introduce yourself?
Yeah. Hi, everyone. My name is Thomas. I'm the son of Tony, who's the GM of the Nats. Um, I'm just really excited. I just want to say real quick to everyone listening that everyone's been so kind to me and so welcoming into the league. And I just want to say thank you to everyone. But other than that, I'm excited to get started.
Well, just wait. You're new. Take it easy on you at the beginning. So,
Oh, I'm ready. I can handle it. I can handle
okay, good.
it.
So let's talk about Baltimore. You took over the organization this offseason. Did you have any goals or anything in mind to make the team your own?
Yeah. Well, I think as anyone would coming into a situation, any sort of situation, it's to kind of assess your weaknesses and your strengths. So I looked at this team and I saw a really good lineup, top to bottom. Um, a team that ranked really well in a lot of offensive categories throughout the AL, and I was pretty happy with how things were. Obviously, the Abe signing only makes that uh, a better overall. Um, but the weakness, I think, was definitely the pitching staff, rotation, and bullpen. Um, So that was the first thing I kind of wanted to come in and revamp and make my own and get some guys up. Obviously, Alex Early comes up, but I'm sure we'll probably talk about that more. But yeah, definitely the pitching staff, I would say, was my biggest concern.
Yeah, you made quite a few moves on the pitching staff,
Oh yeah,
especially the bullpen.
yep.
So, how'd you go about setting your rotation, getting the guys? I mean, did you make any trades to get those people, or you just kept who the other guy had?
Um, as far as I know, and I'm looking at it now, um, no one currently on my pitching staff at rotation is out of house. Alex Early um, is obviously number seven prospect in baseball right now, and he's been here. And then it's Seaver Sheets, Sixto Sanchez, Riley Ferguson, and Kyle Rogers. And all those guys were here when I got here in the organization somewhere. Chris Conkey, however you said his name, we parted ways with him. Just felt like he was kind of the odd man out in preparation for an Alex Early call up, and so those are the five we're rocking with, and I'm pretty happy with the results so far.
And you didn't mess around with Alex Shirley. You just brought him right up in number one slot and go
Alex
for it.
Early's, I mean, Alex Early had a rough spring stats line wise. I want to say an ERA north of 6. But I think that was him getting rocked one time very early, and that heavily inflated his ERA. And I looked at the rest of his outings throughout the spring, and I felt as if he had really averaged out and became the pitcher we thought we could. And we said that he was our best guy, and so we put him out there.
Hey, he had a good first outing against
Oh,
Toronto. Seven,
mhm.
seven and a third innings, 1 run. That's pretty good, especially for how old is he? 23 years old. Yeah, that's pretty good. Pretty good start.
Oh yeah,
Now I know you've done some work on your bullpen.
sure.
How did you address that, and why did you address it?
So, um, yeah, like I said earlier, the thing I wanted to fix the most was the pitching staff, specifically the bullpen. So, Um, we just had a lot of games last year when I went back and looked through that I felt we could have won with just one or two more arms that were a little more capable than the ones we had last year. Obviously, Wes Clark and Ryan Dibble and all those guys are great, but everyone else and I can't really pull a name out of a hat here, but was kind of iffy for me. So we go and we sign Ozuna, um, trade for Dana White. Jeff Wallace we brought in, I believe, from you, if I'm not mistaken.
From me? Yep.
Um, so just a couple pieces that I think are going to win us a couple more games this year than a couple more games this year that we would have lost last year. Hold on to a couple one run, 2 run leads, and I think we saw that last night. I won that game 3-1 I can't remember exactly who pitched. I want to say Wes Clark and Ryan Dibble combined for an inning and two-thirds, no runs. Um, Funnily enough, two guys that actually stayed on the staff from last year. But nonetheless, we won the game, and I can't complain too much. But really excited to see some of the other guys get in there.
Good. And do you think that this pitching staff is enough to overtake uh, Toronto and who else in Tampa Bay?
So again, it's game one, and I don't want to speak uh, on where we'll be in September, obviously. And I remember you mentioning this on a show you released earlier this week. But injuries happen to everybody. Um, so again, I don't know what that lineup looks like in September or August or October even. Um, but at the end of the day, we made a good team a better team, and I'm just excited to see how our moves stack up against other guys in the division. Obviously, it's a tough division in just terms of how evenly. I mean, obviously the Yankees are a bit of an outlier, and they made some really good moves to get a little bit better. But I don't know if they quite compete in the East this year. But as far as division winner, I think it's a complete toss-up. And so to answer your question, I think we've done enough to give ourselves a fighting chance against some of those guys.
That's all you can ask for,
That's
especially
all you can
early
ask
on.
for.
And
100%.
and the Yankees are going to demolish all of you guys in home runs anyway,
Yeah.
so they'll lead the league in home runs, that's for sure.
Oh yeah. 100%.
Let's turn to your batters.
Sure.
Outside of Abe, you have a lot of the same people from last year.
Yeah.
You feel confident with that?
Yeah, again, and I touched on it a little bit earlier. The lineup was not something I was too concerned about. When I came in, I looked at some of the categories around the league, and we ranked top five and a lot of them, and top 10 in a couple. And I think Abe just makes us a little bit better in terms of on base average. I mean, he's not a home run hitter; he never claimed to be, but we have plenty of those. I think J Rod can hit home runs. I think Nolan Gorman is a young player that a lot of people should really keep an eye on. Um, Luis Ariz, another guy who gets on base. Patrick Belfort, I really like him. Um, I think that we took a great lineup and added an extra piece that just makes it that much better.
Well, I happen to agree with you because I picked you to win the division over Tampa Bay, who I traded Gill to, so it makes him a little bit tougher there, but weaken his pitching staff a little bit. So, is there anybody down on the farm that you're keeping your eye on for your team in case somebody gets hurt?
Um, in terms of the farm, excuse me. Yeah, so I'm going to say probably Evan Osborne is probably my fifth outfielder here. He's an injury replacement. I don't know how excited I am about him as a prospect necessarily, but I think he's proven to be, at the very least, a decent defensive outfielder. So he's probably, not to talk bad on one of my guys, but he's probably nothing more than an injury replacement. Um, and a guy that I don't even know if is ranked in my system. I have to check. Oh no, he is. Definitely is. Okay. But a guy that I really like is JJ Lemmy. He's a 25-year-old starter right now that I have at AAA. We brought him up for spring training, and he was lights out. He got a lot of starts, pitched really well, and I'm really excited to see where he slots in when he's a little bit more ready. He's 25 at AAA, so he's got to come up soon, maybe even this year. So I'd say that he's probably my sixth starter, so to speak.
Right? Yeah, if he had a better slider,
Yep.
he
Yeah,
probably
and
he probably already be up.
I think we talked about him as well, you and I, but yep, it's hard to get away in the majors with just three pitches as a starter. I mean, he's got the slider, but it's not great.
Yeah. So, uh, how are you doing? How's your financial situation in Baltimore this year?
Um So obviously Abe gets a huge contract, and that is going to eat up a lot of money. Give me 7 years. 7 years, 190 million. Um, so, but that's just kind of baseball, right? And you're going to have to sign guys and give them the years and the money that they want. And, the last 3 years, 2 years of that contract, it's probably going to be a little bit of dead weight. I mean, who knows? He might be one of those freaks that can play that long, but um, have him signed to 34. He's got an opt out before that year. So to answer your question, um, we're not going to have a lot of wiggle room when it comes time to extend Julio Rodriguez, extend Nolan Gorman, extend Anthony Volpe, extend Josh Jung. So I think, in my eyes, that makes it a 2 to 3 year window where I'm going to have this lineup um, mostly intact, and we're just going to have to do our best. I'm going to say we maybe have about rough estimate $20 million left to play with um, before the owner comes a calling. Um,
Yep, he always does
he
too.
always does. He always does. So we're hoping that maybe we can make a couple more moves. If not this season, then next off season, we're hoping that we can plug in the holes and really be competitive over the next 4 or 5 years.
Yeah. So who do you see as your biggest competition? I mean, it doesn't even have to be in your own. It could be your dad. It could be anybody.
um, wow. Yeah, definitely not my dad by any means. Um, but
Have
again,
you learned from him what not to do?
oh yeah, yeah, yep. I've gone over and he's told me some things, and I said, he's given me a couple pointers. And I said, I don't know if I'm going to take pointers from a team that lost 100 games last year, but we'll see. Um, but no, in the AL, obviously Houston's a powerhouse, and we did not do anyone any favors by giving them Jahari Wallace. But
No, that's
um,
for sure.
yeah, but um, that was just another move where we just someone needed to go, and we got really good value for him, I think. But um, yeah, I mean Houston, I'd love to see them in the ALCS. I mean that's obviously the goal, right? You want to make it all the way. But before that, Tampa. I mean, this division race is going to be our biggest rival, right? And that's how it should be, right? Your division should be the
Right.
guys you hate the most.
See, part of my job is try to get some locker room material up on the walls for the other teams. So, so do you think you have a legitimate shot at winning the AL East and maybe even going on to play Houston in the championship game?
Yeah, I mean, I think that um
Oh, I lost your sound.
oh no,
There you go.
there
Now
we
you're
go.
back.
Um yeah, what kind of general manager would I be if I didn't believe in my guys, obviously. Um Again, maybe my dad doesn't believe in his guys as much as
Yeah.
I believe in mine. Um but yeah, I mean, I the team only got better in my eyes. We're an 80 win team, and I think we bought ourselves an extra. I'm gonna go ahead and say it, 8 wins. That'll be my line for the Orioles this year. We'll go 88 and a half wins over under. Um, and I'm hoping we can get close to that. And I think that at least buys us a wild card. If not, um, your prediction of us winning the AL East, I mean, I couldn't be more flattered and
Well,
honored to take that title.
well, I couldn't, pick Tampa Bay after I traded them, Gil. I had to kind of, you know, put them down a little bit, but yeah. Tell me, we did a podcast last year a few
Mm,
times, so we got to know each other pretty well doing that. So that was always fun. Uh, so, what are your expectations in this league? Because you're new, you haven't
mm.
been jaded by all of us yet. We haven't. So,
Expectations. Um, I really don't have any expectations. I know that's might be not the answer you were looking for, but I think I kind of just wanted to go into it with an open mind. I mean, my dad's been in this league for over 10 years, maybe, or
He's been
coming up
bragging about
on.
you for he's been bragging about you for 10 years too.
Well, I doubt that, but we'll see. Um, so and he's always talked about it, and I've been a huge baseball fan my whole life. I mean, I don't know if you can even see here, but I am repping the hometown team out of the park, um, the true New York team. So yeah, I mean, I don't really know what to expect, and I think that's kind of the way I'd prefer it. I just want to go come in here and obviously just kind of get integrated into this little community you guys have built over the couple years that this league has been running, and just make my own little part of history here. And I hope to be around for a long time, and just have fun with it. Really, at the end of the day, I mean, that's what we're all here for, right? So,
Yeah,
um,
it's amazing. It's fun to be in the chat room and talk some crap every once in a
oh,
while, and then you
love
know,
it.
yeah, it's kind of it's fun. People get along, and that's the way it should be.
I agree.
So, if you had to pick a team in the National League to face you in the World Series, who would it be?
Mm. Ooh, wow, that's got to be. Um, so, are you predicting that the Baltimore Orioles are your AL champions? Is that what I'm hearing from you, Scott?
No, that's not who I picked. That's not who I picked. But I always say all you gotta do is make it to the playoffs. Once you
Got
get
to
in the
make it to the
playoffs,
playoffs.
anything can
Anything can
happen.
happen. I agree.
That's right. So you very well could be. If you make the playoffs, you'll be one of six to win the American League.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, of course, anything can happen. But so if we make it, I won't say when. I won't be that cocky just yet. Um, obviously, Philly's great. I haven't looked too much into the NL. Obviously, I've been so concerned about this division race, but Philly's great. The Mets maybe are building something, but I don't know how far along. Again, I don't really know where kind of people stack up quite yet against each other. Just don't have quite a feel for it. Um,
Well, there's only been one game so far, regular season
exactly,
game.
exactly. So yeah,
So
I'll
do you
I'll go
want
with Philly.
to? Okay. Do you want to tell people what maybe you may not want to your philosophy where where you are on trading and you know extension, that kind of stuff, or do you just want to keep your philosophy to yourself and not
No, we
get it
can we
out
can
there
have
yet?
we can have some fun, and I can and I'd love to put it out there and maybe even get some pointers on what I might be doing wrong. I don't know if I'll get any, but we'll see. The
Don't take advice from your dad.
does
There you go. Don't
um
tell him I said that.
the philosophy that I've adopted, and I've played sports managing games my whole life. I've played Madden my whole life. I play the NHL games all the time. I play the MLB games all the time. Out of the park, I've been playing for the past couple of years. Um, the one thing that I've always said is that no one is untouchable on my team. If you're willing to give me the package, for example, Jahari Wallace. Jahari Wallace, some people might say, well, he's untouchable. He's too good. I don't want to give him up. I don't even want to hear offers. Well, I think that you might be doing yourself a disservice because I think we got a really great package for Jahari Wallace. And I think that in the long run, it's going to make our team just that much better. Um, so I don't want to say anyone's untouchable. I mean, obviously, I'd love to keep Abe around. I'd love to keep J Rod around. But, you know, sometimes people offer you a Barry Bonds, and, who am I to say no? Um, and then in
Okay,
terms of
that's
extension, just keep the guys around that are good in the locker room, are good with the staff, coaching staff, guys that aren't causing problems and guys that are playing well. I mean, obviously, I think that's everyone's strategy, right? Is keep the guys that are good around your team.
Well, the hard part is the better your team gets, the more expensive they get, so it's
Yeah,
harder to keep them around. So
exactly. But it's the
catch
balancing act.
22, right?
Exactly. But when you inherit a situation like me, where you have a lot of young guys that are under arbitration or renewal for a couple more years, you have the luxury of saying, okay, well, we'll go sign this guy and open a window over the next 5 years, to be the best team we can be with this lineup before I have to make some very hard decisions on who stays and who goes.
Yeah, exactly. I have the same philosophy. Everybody's available. I
Hmm.
don't. A lot of times, I don't go make a big trading block.
Hmm.
Maybe the trade deadline, I'll put a couple guys out there. But hey, if you want somebody, you come get them, and if you make a good enough offer, like
Yeah.
you said, I'm willing to ship them off. And sometimes people don't like that. They want you to put them on the block, and it's like just
The
consider
block.
everybody. I always tell people just consider everybody to be on the block.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
so
I wouldn't say everybody on the block necessarily, maybe you're a little more extreme in that philosophy than I am. But um, again, but I do agree with, if you're going to give me $1 million for a Snickers bar, I really like Snickers bars. I like $1 million a little bit more. Um,
you can buy a
that's
lot of
kind of
Snicker
how.
bars with $1 million
Exactly,
too.
exactly, exactly. So that's been my philosophy so far, and I hope it works out for me.
Awesome. Well, is there anything else you want to get out to the league? Maybe who you are, what you do, what you're studying in school, all that kind of
Um,
stuff.
yeah, man, I'm just a nerd, man. I love baseball. I study engineering. Um, I watch professional wrestling. I play poker with my friends. Every nerdy hobby you could have, I have.
So, which professional wrestling organization do you watch?
The WWE. Although we are going to, are you aware of professional wrestling? Oh
I
wow.
I am very aware.
Uh,
I I've been to several events. I watch WWE myself
wow.
with my son, who's probably about the same age as you.
I'm
He's
20.
20. Okay, he's 22.
Okay, I'm gonna be 21 this upcoming June. So, um,
So stay off the roads in June and around your
stay
area. Is
on,
that what
yeah,
you
yep. Everybody, watch clear. I'm gonna be flying around, but yeah, I mean,
So
I'm
how do
just
you feel about John Cena's heel turn?
well.
There you
I
go.
could go on for days. I don't think that they want to hear it. Anyone who's listening to this, we probably just sound like a bunch of goofs. Um, so we'll leave it at that. Although I think that Cody Rhodes might have some. I think everyone's putting the title on John Cena a little bit too early. That's my personal opinion, but we'll have to see.
Well, he's selling a lot of merchandise. I think that's all that
Oh yeah,
matters. Yeah. So,
100%, a
all
hundred
right. We'll
percent.
digress. What else
Yeah.
do you want to tell anybody out there?
Um, yeah, man, I just love baseball, and everyone's been so great to me so far. All jokes aside, I'm really like I haven't gotten a chance to talk to everybody yet, but everyone, even if it's just been a quick, hey, welcome to the league. Back when I joined, everyone's just been so cool. Um, so I appreciate it, and thank you everyone for welcoming me in with open arms.
And then the kid gloves will come off soon, I'm sure.
Yeah, yeah, yep. I'm excited as soon as that division race kicks on, right? But until then, we'll play nice.
Awesome. And later on in the year, if you want to get back together and do another one, I'm always willing to do that. Or you can do your own. We're always looking for
Oh,
people to do more podcasting and stuff like that within the league. So
sounds fun, man. Let's keep in touch.
yes, it's always an option. So, all right. Well, it was nice chatting with you, Thomas. I'll post this up here in a little bit, and good luck to you.
All right. Good luck to you too, Scott. Thank you so much.
I'm gonna stop the recording now.